Welcome to day 21 of our 30-day challenge of learning to journal. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, you may be asking, well, what's going on? We're doing a 30-day challenge of journaling, finding out information and writing down information about ourselves. Now, you can download this journal from our website, which is freshlivingstreet.com. You should see it on the screen. And you can go to the media resource page, and on that page you will see a download for a journal. And you can use your apparatus, iPad or whatever computer you own, to download it and print it out and make your own book if you want to. This is just a primer. It's a starter. For those of you who may be a little more experienced, you may have a blank journal, and you can just transcribe the questions to your blank journal. And every day we're just meeting for about 5 minutes, and I just want to encourage you to say, keep doing it, keep doing it. And today we're on day 21. Now also, if you're just joining us, you can go back and get day 1 through 20 on our YouTube channel, and you'll see little 5-minute videos, day 1, day 2, day 3, and these will help you. This is interactive. You don't have to start on number 21. You can go back and start with number 1 and just work at your own pace. What we're just trying to do is get more people writing about themselves in the world, to lift up the spirit within the world, and to really help people to start understanding their own selves through asking themselves questions and answering those questions. Now for day 21, our blast from the past. It says, words of advice that have shaped my life. Now this is where you go back and maybe people have told you something, and really it has stayed true through your whole life. I go back in my experience, and I remember one of the older people in the church when I was growing up in my teens, and she just pulled me to the side and she said, baby, become a man of your word. If you say you're going to do it, do it. If you're not going to do it, say you're not going to do it. But make sure that you stand behind your word, because that's all you are in the end of the day. And I stumbled with that, through my 20s and everything, but I have learned, if I say I'm going to do something, I will do it. If I don't want to do it, I've learned to be honest, saying, no, I don't want to do that. The thing is, I learned just from those wise words, stand by your word and be a man of your word, which has shaped me and has helped in other relationships, because people know if KC say he's going to do it, it's going to be done. So what are the words of advice that you have gotten from your past that have really stayed true and has really been a foundation to who you are today? For our present, it says 3 negative ways that I see myself. Now you may say, oh, well, that's not positive. Well, it may not be, but it's truthful. All of us have to think during the course of the day, things that we may do, and you see yourself. You're on the inside. You know what's going on. If you're a person who loves to exaggerate, it's not a lie, but it's not exactly the truth either. And people may not find it out, but because you live inside of you. You know what you feel. We live our lives in our hearts. Most of our lives is lived mostly in our heart and in our head. People may hear maybe 20% of what we are saying, but most of our life is lived on the inside of us. And so you have to really be honest with yourself. And if there's some things you do during the day, and well, that doesn't really make me feel the best about myself, well, list those things so that you can get them on paper and see them, and perhaps start doing something about it. For our future, what qualities will I require in my support system? Now, what I mean by support system are those people who are around you, those people who are closest to you. You don't want a support system if you are sick and everybody's too busy to come by the house to make sure that you're doing okay, and you could be laying dead for a week and they wouldn't know it. That's not exactly the support system that you want. You don't want people who are just about things. They're just about activities. They're just about things that are to be done, and they don't really have a personal interest in you. You have to desire, and you have to start working on your soul tribe. And these people who are connected at the soul, remember, this is your future. So you're allowed to think really big, and you're allowed to think really wide, because what you think about, you bring about. What you think on, you expand, and it expands. And so if the people you're looking around now are not exactly the people that you would call if you in, in jail, and to pay your bail, then, maybe it's time to start looking at a new soul tribe or a new support system. Remember, we're here to learn and we're here to understand. Be well. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 22.